То все похилялись. Надеюсь. То что-то на одни драки нарываюсь. Здорово, Джаст. Что, как жизнь? Вы заебали. Бандиты ебучие. Красавчик. Застань свой анус.
This should be easy enough. Show me what you got while you can. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? I am done with that one.
Вставай, Алистер. С полезностью моей немытая.
This should be easy enough.
А мы тут драгонейджем балуемся. Наша деревня вроде бы небольшая, сама по себе. О! Хотел по чуть-чуть агрить, называется.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. On it. Let's make this quick, shall we? On it. Have at you!
Разберемся. Получается, мне нужно дойти до первого пидстопа с лагерем, и там уже можно будет на Red Alert переключиться спокойно. Пати шлемов. Ой, как это выглядит, главное, что это эффективно.
As you wish.
Поздравляю с твоей новой броней. Оригиналиста. Или не? Нет.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
Я тебя... Нет. Я тебя поздравляю с твоей новой броней. У нас 2 ближника, 2 дальника.
This should be easy enough.
Так, нужно тебе настроить тактику. Ну, всегда должны быть пауки.
Right. This should be easy enough. On it. Wipe them out. On it. Let's get started. On it. As you wish. You're getting sloppy. Right. Right. Let's make this quick, shall we? On it. Right. Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish. On it. As you wish. This should be easy enough. On your guard!
Like bandages.
As you wish. What?
Потому что Алистер постоянно дохнет. У него травм просто ебейшее количество. И тут даже пещеры нет. Почему я думал, что пещера есть с пауками? Интересно.
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! Here, there's enough gold. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Короче, продам все, что мне не нужно.
Got a cousin in the he's in the tower out on Lake Callanhard are all turning into demons.
Тут еще квест сдать надо.
Don't you ever talk? You know, make polite conversation just to put people...
Let him take notice and...
As you wish.
Премиум контент.
Here.
This should be easy enough.
О, полки.
Let's get started. As you wish. Stay still!
As you wish.
А чё он отхиливается?
You will learn to fear me! It's your time to die! Back! Let's make this quick, shall we? On your guard! Wipe them out!
Уф. Победили.
Only one shall stand! Run while you can! This should be easy enough. I am your death! As you wish.
Выполняем квесты на изи. Ну, в целом начало игры. Точно лайтовое, кроме моментов, когда мне приходится убегать по кругу. Уф.
The path of righteousness and the star always.
Вроде бы как делать больше нехуй, только я не помню, когда там обновляется инвентарь. Может, я купил бы еще этих перстоидов. А, блядь, я не туда пришел.
Oh, friend. Care to take advantage of your discount? This way.
What now?
Поздравляю, ты почти здоров. Ну, вроде бы тут пока делать больше нехуй. Смотреть на стрелочки.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very brave.
It is not done.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I who is blind.
Look around you then. You see women throughout this land, fighters and mages both.
That has yet to be proven.
Which, that they fight? Or that they are female?
Either.
So I am not truly a woman to you, hmm? 'Tis good to know. Let's get started.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. I screamed like a little girl. Duncan said he thought I had someone in my room. Not embarrassing at all. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as Freeload. So King Orland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to... I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. Wonderful.
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those... He can fold lyrium in... It's a... And there you have it. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along. I suppose since you told me about you... I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar. They say the gold, the darkspawn. But we were... One day, apparently, he'd been lost. They were made. She had been...
Надо было это проще спросить, потому что...
Nobles. Well, the lost tigers. They're full of things that people... The noble bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. Yes. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? I'm sure...
Время пробовать угадать, вспомнить, какие кому подарки заходят.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught. True. Though I suspect I have more in common with your people than my own kind, but such is how it must be.
There were nights when the wilds called. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they... Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man. But enough of such talk, let us... What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good. I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you.
Логично.
Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume our discussion... What do you wish of me? What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot teach you. Send who? What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good as... Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can... If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not...
Как сделать, чтобы она не дисаппровила?
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so... I am... Why? Do you wish me to leave? Are you sure? If I leave, I can be of no further use to you. So be it. What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so... Why? Do you wish me to leave? If I want...
Походу из этого нельзя выйти победителем.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp. Why? Do you wish... Are you sure? If I... Then I assume I'll just...
Ладно, видимо, диалог в никуда.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot send whoever... What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Any number of cats could inform you of the answer to that question, but have it your way. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious... For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what, for the most part... For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the... I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared. Equal parts daring and fool. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant captain. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Who cares? As I recall, the point being that I was able to move through human... Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as... Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not... There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the present. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Well, let's get on with it. What do you wish of me? If you must. My mother has been... Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. I found the game. Flemeth would warn them, once. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would... Me? No. Thankfully, the wild... I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of a... I think that my mother made... There are no trials for a... If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must... An enlightened view. Or, enough of this talk.
Буду еще рано дарить подарки.
If you must. I cannot send her...
С ними мне пока не интересно разговаривать. Разве что с собакой.
Oh, why, you little... Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. And don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know. Hey!
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
Хватит булить собаку.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Собака.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and... and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him. Yes. I think he came from High-Ever. The Dailies don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead? That sounds quite beautiful. Life. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little. I'd like that.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon, exactly? I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose. How? When would I say that? Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant and she produced a bastard son.
Da.
That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. You're right, I should have. It's brought me nothing but problems, to be honest. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The
Я говорил, он идиот.
monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped. And raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been the way I acted. But maybe all I know is that the Arl is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was... Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Тут мы и сохранимся. Я, пожалуй, пойду возьму еды, и после этого переключимся немного на Red Alert.